All right. It's been a little while, I think, since I last streamed. Um, Sorry, distraction. So, still playing the experimental frenzy list. Um, this is what I'm at right now. I cut one Cabal ritual for a second Limb Duel's Vault. Um, the reason for that is that like we're not a Pass and Flames deck. We're not as heavy on black mana cost as the draw four list was. 15 lands, like it's not that unreasonable to even to get up to 4 lands to cast Frenzy in a longer game. I just didn't feel like we needed 8 rituals, and 7 was probably fine. And so that meant that I get to keep my 2 preordains, and rather than cut 1 preordain for the second vault. I think the sideboard is pretty much the same as last time. I probably was playing Fatal Pushes last time. So I put Massacres, 2 Massacres in the board. I think D&T is a little rough without them. You got your 3 bounce spells, and then the fuck was that? Oh, I think it was my tablet. You got the 3 bounce spells and then 2 Massacres, so you have 5 cards you can bring in against D&T. And against them, I'd probably be cutting like 1 Vault and 3 Duresses and maybe a Preordain or something. I don't know. Hardly matters. I'm still up in the air on the 4 empty sideboard plan versus like Delver. I don't know. On paper, it seems like it'd be really good, or maybe not really good, but like your best bet. I don't know. It might just be better to I don't know, play more discard or something better in that slot. Even like Hope of Gear per maybe, or fucking Defense Grid or something might be better. I should probably try Grid. I wonder how many grids I have. I'm probably not going to try that this time, but Defense Grid. I think I have a couple. Just 2? Okay. So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much the list. No significant changes. I like this list a lot. It feels very stable. The one thing I'm basically trying to figure out is how good Limb Duel's Vault is. And like, so part of the reason Limb Duel's Vault doesn't make the cut in like other Doomsday lists is if you ever need to find more than 1 card, it wasn't great. Like, I don't know, a 2 mana Vampiric Tutor that sometimes costs more than 2 life is doesn't sound so bad because Vamp is really strong, but I don't know, it wasn't great. It was never quite good enough. The thing with this is like Frenzy is often a 1 card combo, so you can just vault for Frenzy and win the game, and then it also can set up deterministic kills with Frenzy. And so like when you are going off with Frenzy, it basically gives you 2 more cards on top of the 3 Doomsdays that create deterministic kills. Because like it doesn't always get deterministic. If I was pulling trigger on some Frenzies and Limb Duel's Vault, I think you should do it. It's I mean, like, Frenzy's cheap right now. I'm pretty sure Limb Duel's Vault is cheap right now. So I don't think there's a good reason not to do it because I like this list a lot. And even if I eventually decide that it's like, you know, if we eventually decide it's not the best list and go back to like the draw 4 list or something, it's sweet as fuck. So I think it's worth getting them. And like, I don't know, I'm still not totally sold on Limb Duel's Vault, but Frenzy's pretty sweet. But anyway, I'm probably just going to, let's check. Actually, I want to check and see how many play points I've got. 1 ticket, 60 play points. Okay. So that's at least 2 queues that I could play. I mean, at least 3 queues that I could play. Well, I'll probably just start off with a game or 2 in the practice room, and I'll try and jump in some queues and see if we can get something a little more competitive. I played a few games in the practice room already today. It's just to kind of feel out the like minor changes that I made to the list. And I've, mostly played against real decks, or real-ish decks. Like I played against um, Mono Blue Delver, which is like sort of a real deck. I played against Blue Black Omnitel, which is sort of a real deck. Then I played against this fucking pile that had like Blood Moon and Wasteland and Grove of the Burn Willows and also um, Phyrexian Dreadnought and Eldrazi Mimic. Anyway, there's a mix of stuff, but this hand looks fine. Wooded Foothills. Into Bayou. Into Mirius Guile. So this is... I'm thinking this is Enchantress with a Black Splash. Bauble is a decent draw. So I'm probably just going to lead on C into Bauble. Depending on what I draw, I could potentially win next turn. I don't know what my opponent's doing here. Thoughtseize. Okay, well, that's fine because we're not going to, we have 2 business spells, so we're not going to lose both of them. I'm no longer sure that this is an Enchantress deck. It could be like Turbo Depths or something. I don't know. So they took the Doomsday, and I drew another. Okay, let me think. So I could win outright next turn. So I probably just hold off because, like, even if they hit me with another discard spell, I'll still have a second business spell. So I think this is probably the way to go. I doubt my opponent has counter magic, so I'm not too worried about that. Goyf, yep. Alright, I'm going to crack this. Goyf makes me think that it's like, I don't know, Thoughtseize made me think it definitely was an Enchantress, or potentially was an Enchantress, and the Goyf makes me think it's really not Enchantress. But, so I could just kill with a double Tendrils, or sorry, double Cantrip pile here. There's a couple ways I could go about killing them. But they are all going to start like this. Yeah, I'll probably just do the basic pile here. I only need 9 Storm. So I'm not going to bother trying to get any extra. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yep, okay. So I think, like, I could have killed with Experimental Frenzy as my draw spell in the pile. I don't know if there's really anything to be gained from doing it that way. I think, like, kind of not showing what Frenzy does is probably the best route there. I'm kind of thinking this might just be like a Jund type deck. But even if we hadn't drawn the second Doomsday there, just being able to cast Frenzy probably would have been good enough. Alright, so I think I want the Frenzy still in this matchup because I'm assuming they're going to have discard, probably including him. So Frenzy is going to be good, and I suspect their only decent removal for it is going to be a couple copies of Assassin's Trophy. This is a matchup where empty could be good, but I'm thinking I'm probably just want some bounce spells. So I'm going to bring in the 3 bounce spells, and I'll probably cut like 1 Preordain, 1 Duress, and then maybe a Vault, or maybe even a Doomsday. Doomsday might be a better cut. You could cut the 2nd Preordain, but I'm not sure I want to do that. Yeah, let's just cut a Limdual's Vault. I'm not sure that there's any, like, yeah, I don't know how good the Duress is. Maybe I'm supposed to cut more Duresses, but I think I'm going to keep this. So this hand is Leyline. Interesting. Okay. So that's going to make me side out all of my Duresses, I think. I'm just going to play out the LED. So I feel like this is a him. Nope. What do we got? Grudge. Okay. Good to know. This kind of matchup is the one where I feel like you win game 1, lose game 2, readjust your sideboard, and then win game 3, or try to win game 3. I don't know. Not that I feel like I'm out of this game or anything. Bob might put it away, but it just kind of feels like I guess I'll grab Volk. You know, obviously I wasn't really anticipating Leyline. And okay, well this isn't so bad. Frenzy was a really good draw. I'm still gonna need to find a bounce spell before I actually can really go off, but just getting the Frenzy down will be good. I'll play that out. I already played a land for the turn, so I'm going to just draw with the Bauble. Ponder, sure. There's a Doomsday. So what I want to do is pile like this. Because obviously I can't use the Thoughtseize. I can't go continue right now. And I'll draw the Ponder next turn, and then the Doomsday will be on top of my deck to play with. And I think that as long as they can't get rid of my Frenzy, I can try and win the game next turn. If they have, you know, stuff to do to interact with me, that'll be annoying, but alright, I just need to think about what my pile's going to be. So I'll have 1 blue left with a Volk. I think I can go LED, Perilous Voyage, LED, Doomsday, Tendrils. That barring, you know, a surgical or whatever, that should be good enough. So I'm gonna go for it since I don't see this getting any better for me. LED, Voyage, LED, Doomsday, Tendrils. So Tendrils is on the bottom, then Doomsday, then LED, then Perilous Voyage, and then an LED. So this is where a surgical is going to fuck me up. Crack that for black. Bounce the Leyline. Play this LED. black, Doomsday, and then rebuild the pile. I guess I can put a Thoughtseize in this one. And the last card isn't going to matter a whole lot, but it'll be Doomsday. So, Doomsday on the bottom, Tendrils, LED, LED, Thoughtseize. So now I can Thoughtseize them. I suppose that puts me in bolt range, but I'm just going to risk it. I didn't really think about my life total getting cut in half. Cindervines. Okay, so they don't actually have anything. I'm curious as to why they didn't play Cindervines. Doesn't really make a lot of sense. I guess they must have felt like I couldn't beat the ley line. Or maybe they just clicked through their turn. I don't know. Doesn't matter. They're dead. Maybe they wanted to be able to go play the Cindervines and use it to destroy Frenzy. That's probably my best bet. So anyway, that worked out. Let's go check the queue. I'm gonna jump into one here. And then I'll go back and play another practice room game, and if I have to bail from that, I just will. Alright. Hello, 5 viewers. 6 viewers. Dope. I feel like I've been getting more viewers consistently since I started playing the Frenzy list. I don't know if it's just, I mean, we've also had a couple new people in the Discord, too, I think, so. This hand is keepable. It really needs a second land, though, and maybe a third land. Oh, fuck. Is this Ruby Storm? Okay. Well, I'm definitely leading on Thoughtseize. Drawing another land was good. Grab Underground Sea, Thoughtseize. Hopefully they only have one business spell. Looting, Burning Wish, Desperate Ritual. So, what does this hand even do? I mean, I'm supposed to take the Burning Wish. Right? Maybe I'm supposed to take Looting. I don't have a second land. So unless they draw another ritual, the most they could do next turn is Desperate Ritual, Burning Wish for something that costs only 3 mana. Looting could really fix their hand. I'm almost tempted to take Looting. I think I put Legacy in the title of the stream. I think it says Legacy Doomsday. But oh, it looks like my my queue started, so I'm just gonna leave this one. I wish I didn't have to do that. Interesting. Playing against Cartesian. So Cartesian often played Alurin in the past. I don't know if they're still playing Alurin. Alurin seems to have fucking completely died off. But this hand seems really good, regardless. Can make a Frenzy on turn 3 with Thoughtseize back up and stuff. I mean, so this lead off definitely looks like Alurin. Okay, well, I'm going to start with a Thoughtseize. Ballista, Necrotic Ooze, and Abrupt Decay. Interesting. So I feel like I'm supposed to take the ooze, but I'm not sure if this is some kind of reanimator, like ooze reanimator list. They don't have a way to put anything in the graveyard right now, but they could cast the ooze as early as next turn. They don't have any creatures with activated abilities except the Ballista. Like, so if next turn, if they play Ballista, shoot Veteran Explorer. I don't even know. Okay, cool. I guess I'm gonna take the ooze. I have no idea if that's correct, though. It seems like kind of a loose hand to keep, although they mulled, right? Didn't you mull to 5 or 6? Mulled to 6, yeah, I don't know. Probably just play the Ballista here, yep. And then shoot your Veteran Explorer. If they shot the Veteran Explorer, I could Limb Duel's Vault with the island and the swamp that I get. But guess that ain't happening. I guess, I don't think I have any cause to play anything here. I think I'm going to just leave this up, and I'll be able to play Vault on end step. Plus, if they got discard, I can get the Vault out of my hand. But alright. So I feel like I'm in a good spot here. They hit me for 2. They might pop the Veteran Explorer right now. Pondering. Okay. I assume there's some combo with Ooze and Ballista. Ballista in the graveyard and some other creature in the graveyard. But I don't know what that other creature is right now. Oh, fuck. I'm so fucking stupid. I meant to fucking Limb Duel's Vault on upkeep and I forgot. Alright. I still have the mana to do it this turn. I'm just gonna ponder. Nah, fucking nothing. Okay. That's fun. I guess I just pass. That was a mistake, because I could have had Frenzy out this turn, which would have put me in good shape, but just wasn't paying attention, clicking through my turn. So hopefully I don't get punished. Brainstorm, okay. Actually, they could shoot their Veteran Explorer to mess up my tutoring with Vault, couldn't they? I suppose I don't have to use its ability. I have plenty of lands, so it's not like I'm really hurting for lands. Although, having extra lands out with Frenzy is never bad, but I probably would just not use it. I also don't know what kind of interaction they could have with me. Okay, I think it's very unlikely that this Cabal Therapy hits, so I'm just going to pass. I'm just going to let it happen. And then if they flash it back, they name Brainstorm, which missed. And then if they flash it back, I'll shoot off the Vault after the Veteran Explorer triggers Resolve. But I think I'd be a little surprised if they flash it back. My hand is off the mouse, so I can't. Okay, they did. Alright. I think that is totally fine with me, because I don't really mind losing one of these rituals. So I'm going to use Veteran Explorer's ability. I'll get my island, my swamp, and this is actually going to let me. I can leave one of my fetch lands uncracked. I'll lands. I can leave one of my fetch lands uncracked. Do I wish to pay life? Well, the Frenzy's there. It seems like a pretty decent set of cards. I don't think I'm going to pay life. I'm going to just hit that shit with a no. Let's see, on the top of my library in any order. That might have been wrong. I don't know. But so I'm expecting this name Darkrit, but it could be Thoughtseize. Cabalrit. Okay. I think that's actually better for me, arguably. Impulse. Interesting. Yeah, I really got no idea what they're doing. Could maybe be searching for another discard spell to take the Dark Ritual. But even if that happens, I should be in decent shape. But I'm definitely not interested in letting them untap. Let me think here. I guess I'm just going to lead off with Thoughtseize. What do you got for me? I maybe should have let off with Darkrit into Thoughtseize. Then I would have been able to save a blue mana. But yeah, that probably would have been a little better. I don't know. Phyrexian Dread. No, wait. Phyrexian Devourer. Okay, that's the card that combos with Necrotic Ooze. So yeah, they can take that. Alright, so I'm definitely trying to win the game here. I don't know if I should have played this land beforehand. Like, I have a fetch to shuffle, but I also could have, I don't know. This duress isn't doing a whole lot for me. I think I could have ordered my cards a little better here, but there's a brainstorm though. That's nice. I'll fucking do that. Frenzy, Thoughtseize. Well, I definitely don't really want any of those cards. I'm gonna put back the land and the ponder because I haven't played a land yet this turn. So if I go like this, I can play this land, then I can ponder probably off that, and hopefully get past this Thoughtseize. Act on Impulse, Lion's Eye Diamond. This is really good actually. So I'll draw the Thoughtseize because I don't actually want that one. And I can play the LED. Now I can crack the LED for red to play the Act. And I'll be able to play the cards that I draw off Act because they're exiled. They're not in my hand. I know my opponent doesn't have anything to do, and there's a Doomsday, so they're dead. Easy peasy. Cool Fort 15 storm. Alright, so I'm not sure how I'm going to sideboard here. I guess surgicals are good, since they seem to be some kind of graveyard-based combo deck. And then probably not much else. I don't know if my opponent's going to have any permanent-based hate. It might be worth it. Sick. 10 viewers. Sick. It might be worth it to have like one Perilous Voyage or something just as a hedge. So I can probably cut, I don't know, Preordains. And then like maybe one Duress, since their combos seem mostly creature focused. I don't want to cut too much discard because I still don't know what the fuck they're doing. And like, I don't know, if I Duress and don't hit anything, the info might still be worth more than a Preordain. I don't know. Let's see what we can do. Yeah, this hand seems great. This hand seems really great. Do I just go for it? I must just go for it, right? The fact that they just played the island is like... But they can't Flusterstorm an Experimental Frenzy. I should just go for it. I didn't come here to pussyfoot around. And even if they counter this, I can still do the second ritual. And even if they counter this, I could still... So yeah, let's fucking Windmill Slam this Experimental Frenzy. I think if this resolves, I'll be very far ahead in this matchup. Woot. Alright, so I'm just going to crack this. And probably grab Volk. Well, no, I probably should grab Underground Sea. And just hope I don't come across any red cards. And it's another land. Naturally. Well, that's fine. Can't win them all. Hopefully they don't have a bounce spell. I mean, even, you know, just resolving this, the Frenzy, puts me in a really good spot. Holy shit, 13 viewers. That's definitely a record. Oh yeah, Andrew WK. Yep, I saw him years ago now. It was a good show, though. Some chick got her ankle broken, some dude got his nose busted open, and like the whole fucking audience was on the stage by the end of the show. It was dope. Yep, there we go, Echoing Truth. Okay, so you had the bounce spell. I'm just gonna brainstorm end step here, I think. I wonder if I'm supposed to surgical that. I don't think so. Not yet, anyway. I'm gonna see what I get off the brainstorm first. Those are good brainstorms. Good things off the brainstorm. Although I still can't recast the Frenzy just yet. I'm going to hold on to the Surgical for now. If I get to the point where I can recast the Frenzy, I'll think about if I'm supposed to Surgical the Echoing Truths. Brainstorm, sure. I can shuffle my library with Surgical. That's very true. The thing is, I think I want that Lion's Eye Diamond. And like, I don't know, they don't seem like they're very close to doing all that much. Well, that sucks. That's unfortunate. I guess I just now maybe it's correct to shuffle my own library because there's no way they're not going to take the frenzy, right? What do I take out? I mean, I suppose I don't have to take anything, right? Because drawing the LED now isn't going to do me much good. Done searching. I hope that shuffled. Alright, so they're going to take the frenzy, I'm sure. So considering that my opponent is playing bounce, interesting that they took the Cabal Ritual, because that makes it so that if I draw, unless they have another discard spell, it would make it so that if I drew a Dark Ritual, there'd still be a frenzy on board. There's got to be another discard spell, right? Cabal Therapy. Shit, I'm up to 15 viewers. I don't know, that's a lot of viewers. That's the most I've ever had by a margin of like 5 viewers. So that's pretty sick. Hope y'all like what you see. There's one of the polluted deltas I didn't take out of my deck. So, obviously they're not going to flash back a therapy anytime soon. I would need cards in my hand for them to do that. I'm really just kind of on the get more lands plan, and then as soon as I top deck something, we can talk about trying to win the game again. They don't seem like they're all that close to doing much, but I could be wrong. I suppose the reason they'd flash back a therapy before I had cards in my hand was if they needed to get their own creature into the graveyard. Tasker is interesting. Okay. Give me something to do. Thoughtseize. Yeah, why not? I don't know that it does a whole lot. I don't believe it changes the clock at all. Necrotic Ooze and a Thoughtseize. They don't have any creatures, but the Ooze speeds the clock up significantly, I think. So, I don't know. I'm probably losing this game. I think I'm in a bad spot. Because they can just start activating Tasker. Ballista on 2, sure. Alright, so let's think about how I want to make game 3 happen. Because this one's not looking so hot. Doomsday. If I cast that, I die. So that's going to have to be a pass. Yep. I can't imagine a card that I can draw next turn that would win me the game. The only potential card would be like maybe Brainstorm. Thoughtseize, yep. Yeah, so I'm just going to concede because there's not any single card I can draw that wins. So now that I know that they have bounce spells, let me think about what I want. I don't want Empty because I know that it's Echoing Truth. I probably can just cut this Perilous Voyage and bringing the Duress back. So that's just like no changes. Do I think Flusterstorm is worth it? Wait a sec, where am I at? Oh, I brought in the Surgicals. I wonder if the Surgicals are even really worth it. Like, it can stop their stupid combo, but their stupid combo seems janky as hell. And maybe I should just be more consistent. I think I like that. Just no changes. I think I want to keep this. It's not thrilling. But it has 4 lands. It has interaction. It has some cantripping. I can try and get there with it. So 2 Impulse, Necrotic Ooze to Phyrexian and Devourer. I don't know if it's right to take one of the Impulses or the Ponder. I guess I'm just going to take the Ponder. Who knows if that's right. This is the most viewers I've ever had. We're up to 17. Crazy shit. Crazy shit. Let's get me some fucking viewers, because I'm hungry. Feed me, Seymour. Swamp, did you rip a fucking discard spell, you piece of shit? At least it's just Cabal Therapy. Hopefully this won't hit. Doomsday. Missed me, bitch. What was their hand? Necrotic Ooze and Phyrexian Devourer. Okay. So no sign of any creatures they can flash back. Limdual's Vault is a great draw, because that's going to let me hopefully make a Frenzy next turn. And unless they can Impulse into a bounce spell, ugh, they're just going to take my goddamn Dark Ritual, right? Well, I'm just going to cast this now. And I'm still probably tutoring up a Frenzy. Yes, I don't think the order of this matters very much. Not that one. So there's a Frenzy, and there's also Cabal Ritual. I wonder if I think... Alright, so here's what I'm... I'm not paying any life on this one. Just trying to think about what the order should be. I don't know what they're going to take. Probably, like, I can only imagine it's going to be Dark Ritual, right? So I almost want to, like, not put the Frenzy on top. And just try and do my thing a turn later. They did target me with the Ritual. I mean, with the Cabal Therapy, right? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Flusterstorm could have been okay in the sideboard. I don't know. This is, like, pretty low stakes, you know? Since it's just a Q. They don't have a ton of mana right now. Brainstorm, sure. So now, even if they have another discard spell and they hit the Cabal Ritual, I'll still be able to cast Frenzy next turn. Although I'll be hoping that they don't have Echoing Truth. But and we're just going to have to try and get there. I do wish that I could get Threshold for my Cabal Ritual. Would be nice. Wonder what they found. So, Veteran Explorer. Okay. I'm sure they're going to flash back the therapy, so I'm not going to be able to use its ability. So good time to flash that back. And that gives them enough mana for an Echoing Truth now if they found it. Which is unfortunate. But I'm still going to be slamming that. They knew about the Ponder. Impulse. Okay, so now they can't Echoing Truth me. I don't know what they're getting. What they want for this Impulse. I wish it revealed it. But, Just Intricate, what's up? you're back. That's cool. So, what I can do now is I'll be able to play the Cabal Rit next turn. I wish I could remember the order of my cards better. I think it was Petal, Bauble, Preordain, but I'll have the fetch land up to be able to they're thinking real hard about this impulse. I'll have the fetch land up to be able to shuffle my deck if I need to. Oh, Ape of Justice is streaming right now too. I was wondering, I said I was going to stream in the Discord and he was like, oh. And I wasn't sure what that meant, but I guess it's because he was planning to stream too. Well, hopefully I'm taking all his viewers. Alright, so let's see. I can't get the threshold right now anyway. So the best bet for me is going to be to just ritual out this frenzy. Hopefully they don't have any way to disrupt me here. I still don't know if he's playing counterspells. I haven't seen any. There's no blue mana up. Okay, so I can't play that Bauble unless I crack the fetch anyway, so I guess I'm just cracking this fetch. I thought I had the Petal above it, but I guess not. Doomsday. That's unfortunate because I can't cast it right now, which means I'm going to draw it next turn. And if they found the bounce spell, that's annoying. Although, it's not awful because I could cast the Doomsday if they bounce my Frenzy. Has he used both impulses by now? No, there's still one impulse in there. I really just want this Frenzy to stick for a turn. It'd be annoying. See how long this impulse takes to resolve. What game is this? This is game 3? Yeah, okay. I lost track. I mean, I guess they could combo me out too. Another Veteran Explorer. Okay. So, if he sacks this one, there's nothing in my hand, but maybe they sack it to put something in their graveyard. I could see putting a creature in the graveyard and then getting some swamps and... Oh, I guess not. I was going to say getting some swamps and playing an Ooze. Tasker, sure. Alright, so the clock is on, but I feel relatively safe. I'm going to get to untap here. Unfortunately, I'm going to draw this Doomsday. And that's a decent draw. So, depending on how my piles turn up, I can just win here. I don't know if it's got counter magic or anything. What do I see here? Okay, I will pay life. Yes, I'm going to pay life. The order is going to be like this. The order could matter here if I end up looping through my deck multiple times. That's interesting. Also, I think there's a bug with Limdual's Vault where you get to see the top card. I don't know if I'm supposed to shuffle this. Or if I should just try and storm off with what I've got. Like I can play all of these cards. I can even brainstorm the Doomsday back into my deck, actually. So I don't think I want to pay life here. I almost didn't think of that. Alright, so the order is going to be like this. I'm going to put Doomsday on the bottom. Or, sorry, Brainstorm on the bottom. Brainstorm on the bottom. Then LED, Cabal Rit, Dark Rit. And we'll go for the Gusto. Now, I don't know if there's going to be any shenanigans, but Almost missed the line. So I have enough mana here where I can actually duress before I cast the Doomsday. Because I have so much fucking mana. Duress, you bitch. What you got? Necrotic Ooze and Phyrexian Devour. Just straight nothing. Dead. I'm going to showboat a little bit. Because I'm rude as hell. And I can. Let's see. I got enough black, so we'll make other colors here. Cast the Doomsday. Search my library for 5 cards. So this is going to put me to 4. The next Doomsday is going to put me to 2. Then I'll have to kill him the next time, but that's okay. So one of these has to make black now, so I have enough black. And this one will make some more white. This one can make some more green. Then I'll cast Doomsday. And now I will kill him. There we go. There's only 4. Oh no, I thought there were only 4 cards that I could get. So this time, Doomsday on the bottom, then the Tendrils, then the LED, LED, LED. I guess I could have done it one more time, but my fingers are getting tired from all this clicking. And 20 Storm is pretty good. Make some blue, make some red, make some black. There we go. And we cracked 20 viewers. 20 Storm, 20 viewers, like 40 mana floating. How much is it actually? 25 mana. Get those clicks in. I'm screenshotting that. Oh, I pressed the Windows key. I didn't mean to press the Windows key. I'll screenshot it later in the replay. Alright, let's see if we can get into another queue maybe. I don't know if it's Cartesian's just going to play again, but I don't know. I don't really want to play against that again, but I don't want to just play the practice room all the time. So, queuing up. I guess I could, well, I don't know. Oh, okay. I can still screenshot that. Just minimize. Close that. Yeah, I don't know. I hate, like, knowing that I'm probably not going to finish a match if I play a practice room match, but I also don't want to just wait in the queue forever. But I don't have enough tickets or play points to do anything else, so. Alright, I guess I'll just start a practice match, and hopefully I'll actually get to finish it. Hold priority when cast cards off the top of your library. Yes, it does. It does let you do that. And maybe it's good practice to just always hold priority when you're casting things off Frenzy. Like, just in case. I'm not sure that... I mean, I guess I kind of see what you're saying. Like, it would let me... Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure that there is a good reason to do that. Except that it could put Doomsday back into the deck, so I would see it off the first vault. But, I don't know. Alright, Misty Rainforest. Could be anything. I'm going to play it safe here. This could just get stifled. but I'm going to get a basic island in Preordain. There's a Frenzy, so I'll bottom that, take the Frenzy. Yeah, I mean, I think off the Limduel's Vault, there was a ton of um, combinations of cards that would win me the game on the spot anyway. So, like, I mean, like, a Doomsday and mana would have done it. Or what the one I saw with the Brainstorming mana. Or, like, even just mana and the Tendrils would have potentially done it. So, like, I don't, I don't know. I think just spending the Brainstorm like that maybe is a little loose. I'm not sure. Oh, am I dead? Maybe not. But seeing that Lion's Eye Diamond definitely makes it so that I don't think there's any counter magic. So, what do I do here? So I can play the Frenzy this turn. The real question, I guess, is do I Brainstorm first? I probably do, because if it can get me more mana, that would be good. Will help me try and go off. Another Frenzy, a Limduel's Vault, and a Thoughtseize. So this kind of makes me want to just Thoughtseize. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? All good? I hope it is. Yeah, cool. All right, so yeah, what I was saying was that, like, I would rather play something in, like, at least a match where something's on the line, like ideally a league, but I'm poor. Um, so like, but in a practice match, I can just jump in whenever I want. So I don't know. It's better, maybe better entertainment value, arguably less interesting because the matches are less competitive. I don't know. So I'm getting the basic swamp here because this could be burn or it could be like Dragon Stompy, and it looks like it's Dragon Stompy. So I don't want to lose my I don't want to get mooned out of the game. So I don't care about that bridge, obviously. And also now they have no colored spells in their hands, so they can't. Those Chrome Moxes aren't really doing anything. So they probably play City of Traders and then the bridge because that's all they've got. Okay, they have a moon, so then that's why you play your That's why you fucking get your basics. The fact that they didn't have a turn one play is what really made me think that it was probably some kind of stompy deck and not. So I'm just gonna play out all my lands and stuff here, and I'm actually gonna spend a petal on Preordain because I'm gonna have red mana with Moon for a Frenzy if I find it. And there it is. So let me think here. If I want the Brainstorm or not is what I'm thinking about. I'm probably just gonna bottom it and I'll draw the Frenzy. I could even play Frenzy right now, and maybe that's correct, but thinking about what's in their hand, unless they draw, well, let me think. Okay, so like I know they play the city, and then they played Blood Moon. So I know their hand is Mox Mox Bridge. So unless they draw Chalice, which admittedly wouldn't stop me from playing Frenzy, but it would make my life a little harder, or they drew like a 3-ball. Actually, if they draw a 3-ball, they still can't even cast it, right? So yeah, I think I'm going to be better off waiting, and then I'll have extra mana up. Because I don't think they can do... I think Chalice is their only relevant draw here, and I'm just going to gamble on them not drawing that. And it looks like I gambled well. So I still can't fetch here, which is a little unfortunate. But this makes my red mana without me having to cast, without me having to spend a petal, which is good. Brainstorm. I guess I brainstorm. There's the basic island. The basic island is actually a pretty good draw here. So I'm not winning this turn. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put back 2 lands. But I'm going to put the basic island on the bottom. So that next turn I'll draw the Badlands. And then I can actually play the basic island as my land drop for the turn. And I'll have access to all my colors of mana. So now they're playing the Chrome Mox. So I wonder if they have a threat. That's going to make... What did they put under it? A Legion War Boss. And they probably drew another... Okay, Rabble Master. So I'm going to be short on time here. But there's no, like, serious prison pieces, which is good. I'll just need to... I'm probably only going to get one more turn after this one. The Rabble Master's not going to kill me now. I'm going to take the bridge. Or I guess I take Mox, because bridge isn't doing anything except preventing them from being able to do anything. I'm going to crack this for black. I'm just going to go for it. Dark Writ, Cabal Writ, Cabal Writ, Thoughtseize, sure. I need to not die. Take that. Play the Lion's Eye Diamond. Duress you, whatever. There's a Doomsday, they're dead. Alright. Get the Tendrils. Yeah, I'm not going to fuck around this time. Is there a second LED in here? Where's the last? Oh, it's on the table. All right. White Faces, what's up? I don't think you've played against me before, but I don't think you've ever been in my stream. Yeah, well, I can't take credit for the idea. A person by the name of Reverse Mermaid in the Doomsday Discord had been testing it, and he convinced me to play it. And I was, I don't know, not convinced right off the bat, we'll say. But the first time that I cast a Frenzy and then a Doomsday, it fucking wowed me. So I've been playing it for several days now, mostly just in the practice room and in the queues because I don't have enough to actually play a league, but it's felt pretty strong. All right, so this matchup, I'm still not sure how I want to side against it. I probably cut Preordains. Definitely give it a try. I mean, here's the list. Take a look. Yeah, screenshot this or whatever. I can actually send you the list, or don't join the Doomsday Discord or whatever. But so let's see, cards I want: Truth, Recall. Can we put these over here? And the Perilous Voyages. Where'd they go? Over here. And then cards that probably can come out on the draw. I definitely think I'm cutting Duress. And oh, I'm at 60. Okay. I don't. So Limdo's Vault. Oh, right, sorry. I'm thinking if I want to bring in the Empty Thorns. I think I do, because I think trying to cheese them out of wins is like better than trying to do much else. What's up? Yeah, this is shit. It's fucking getting wild in here. I think I'm gonna cut the Limduel's Vaults. I can cast them through a Chalice and like find a Hercules Recall, But at the end of the day, they can't be cast through Blood Moon. Um, I don't know. I think they're probably just too slow and costly on the life total. And then I'm probably gonna cut like a Doomsday, maybe a second Doomsday, or maybe I only want like 3. I don't know, something like that. We'll just try that. I'm still trying to figure out how to sideboard with this. Um, yeah, I mean, I definitely remember that was when the first the Phoenix deck was first kind of popping up, white faces, and yeah, I don't know. It's on one of my YouTube videos. I have to go back and look because I was streaming when we played. But also, your band's dope. I'm gonna mulligan this, and I think I have to keep this, and I'll keep that. So this looks like it wants to be an empty hand. Um, it could empty for like just a few, unfortunately, through a chalice. But I don't know. This hand's not super duper. Not super duper. This looks like the chalice. Oh, Simian Spirit Guide, Blood Moon. Okay, interesting. Well, that's a little annoying, I guess. But so I'll just pass here. Yes, 4 Frenzy. 4 Frenzy or no... Oh, 4 Frenzy or no Frenzy. Yeah, I don't know. I still don't... Like, there are a few matches where I'm just not sure how to sideboard. The 4 empties originally were in the sideboard. I suggested the full 4 as, like, an alternate... Kind of alternate plan against, like, Delver. Because trying to resolve a 4-mana enchantment that could get countered by like just a Force of Will seemed bad. Another empty, that's no good. But I've been thinking maybe they're good against Dragon Stompy. I don't know. This deck is whack, so I'm still trying to figure out what I can cut, what I can bring in. All right, so here's where this makes my friend. I mean, my empties a lot worse, and if I don't draw land, I'm probably just going to concede. Even if I do draw land, I'm in a bad spot. Another petal. So I could make goblins here, but 8 goblins is not going to be good enough against a Rabble Master, I don't think. We talked about Precognition Field, but only being able to play... yeah, they might buy me enough time. I mean, I suppose I'm likely not winning the... Well, actually, so let's think about this. I could get a little bit extra goblins if I spend a petal on the Brainstorm and hit a land or another mana source, right? So, like, even just a land would be good enough. There's a lot of hits, I think, that could get me to the empty. So I think it's probably right to spend a petal to Brainstorm. Interesting. The Voyage isn't doing a whole lot. I'm not going to have blue mana. I won't have enough red, but I can Thoughtseize, I think. So if I put back, like, Act, Perilous Voyage, and then I can play this, and this, and then this, Cabal, Writ, and now I can Thoughtseize. So this is actually a pretty good number of goblins, and getting the second Rabble Master is decent. I still don't know if it's, like, enough goblins, but... it at least lets me try. They have to attack each turn. I wonder if the fact that... Well, I guess the Rabble Master doesn't have to attack. I wonder if I can beat them with this. I could still die to a Fiery Confluence or something, but... This might be enough goblins, considering that their tokens can't block. So as long as I don't open myself up to fat fucking Rabble Master taking me to Browntown, yeah, I think I'll be okay. No blocks. What do we got here? Frick. Scab Clan. Okay. So that complicates matters a little bit, but I'm not casting any more spells anyway. So let me think here. It's a 2/2. That's a 2/2. I'm really bad at combat math. Um, so I need to leave at least one creature back, right? So that I can block a really big Rabble Master. I think just one is going to be okay. The trick is going to be actually attacking, not misclicking on an attack. I think I'm going to do that. I can take a few hits. I'm not going to want to let him run wild, but so this hits for how many? Sends him to 11. Okay. If they don't have another creature, is it just lethal? 1, 2, plus 10. Yeah, I think so. I think if they don't have another creature to block with or a way to destroy all my goblins, that I just kill them when I attack this next turn. 7/7 Flying Lifelink sounds like a card that beats me all the time. So, all right, got there. Yeah, that was a really good brainstorm. Got a few more play points now, so I could keep playing these leagues. I mean, not leagues. The queues. Would people rather see me wait for an indeterminate amount of time to start a queue, or just jam practice room games just to fuck around and play the deck? Thanks. Yeah, that was an interesting game. You certainly can donate for me for Play League, although the only thing is I'm not going to be able to finish a league today. I'm going to have to log off before I be able to finish a league, unfortunately. But if you would like, I certainly can. I will definitely play a league with it if you donated, and but it probably will be next week. But I'll make sure to hype it up or something so that you can see when it's going to happen. Awesome, thank you. Thanks a lot. And even if you can't catch the league, I put all my streams up on YouTube afterwards. So it'll be there. All right, I think I'm just gonna. All right, yes, cool. Accept. This is awesome. All right, I almost couldn't figure out where the tickets were. Do you want any of my shitty cards? Awesome. That's fucking dope. Thank you so much. All right, yeah. So I'll try and play the league next week. I think I'm not going to be able to stream again until next week. But yeah. I mean, if you want the list, I can definitely get it to you if you want to try and play it as well. Who's in this thing? Is this a different person than the person I just played? Yes. All right. I'm gonna jump into the queue again then. I'll definitely have to be careful to not use those tickets though by mistake. Well, like I said, I gotta give a lot of the credit to Reverse Mermaid because he, was kind of working in the background on this list and was able to convince me to play it. And I've historically am resistant to change in my Doomsday decks. So I don't know if this is really a keep. I'm a little distracted. It looks okay if I can draw a business spell. I'll have to tune into more of your streams, White Faces. I think I've watched a couple, but oh, I'm about to get fucked by a big old demon, aren't I? Oh, maybe not. What is this? Oh, really? I feel like I've seen it. Weren't you streaming when we played the last time? Anyway, okay, it is just Reanimator. All right. Well, regardless, um, I mean, if you ever do stream, I'll try and check it out. All right. Yeah. So did they have any? They had an animate dead and an exhume and reanimate. So I think. So they have like 4 reanimation spells, but no lands. Hmm. Is it even worth it? Like I could spend one of my rituals to play discard spells. I could take the exhume, take the animate dead and the exhume and just leave them with reanimates, which will at least take a chunk out of their life. Um, is it better? Is it not better to use pedal? Not better to use pedal than the rituals? I think I want to keep the pedal so that it can make red if I draw a frenzy. Um, so I'm just gonna spend a ritual to do this. They could not draw a land. Um, I don't know. I don't see myself winning this game because they're gonna get to draw once probably with Grizzlebrand. Um, yeah, I mean obviously I'm in a bad spot, and they could. Oh, looks like they're not drawing any cards. Okay, now they're drawing cards. So they could hit me with discard. Take both reanimate. You're right. That probably was better actually. I just assumed that they were going to just fuck me up. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. The Reanimator matchup, historically, I've always struggled with. This deck, I get to play a little bit better sideboard against them, but I've always found it to be, I don't know, they just get you, it feels like, every time. But yeah, you're right. That probably was a much better plan. Um, I can barely like walk and talk at the same time, so trying to interact with someone and play this wackadoo fucking deck is difficult. I'll try and pay better attention. All right, what do I cut? I think Limdu's Vault is just going to be too slow in this matchup, so I'm probably just going to cut that. And then, what else can I cut? Probably just cut Preordains because I'm not going to have a ton of time to go cantripping. And hopefully I'll just have some interaction in my opener, which it looks like I do. The real question is, do I hold up Fluster or do I Thoughtseize? I think I'm inclined to Thoughtseize. Thanks, Angry Bacon, for like doing some stuff. Yeah, I am still on 15. I don't know. 14 lands makes me uncomfortable. I think I'm gonna Thoughtseize. I hope I don't get punished for this. But like, if they have discard, they could take either one of my things anyway. And they do have Thoughtseize and a Stronghold Gambit. I think I'm supposed to just take the Thoughtseize. They'll therapy me probably and hopefully miss. And then I'll have Fluster up next turn for Stronghold Gambit. I suppose if they top deck a creature, I'd be in trouble, but I think I'm just going to do that and gamble on them not drawing the creature. Swamp. Did they just draw the creature? Cabal Therapy. Okay. I suppose they could still have like Entomb or something. That would make my life potentially a little difficult. Yeah, well, thanks for Thanks for tuning in for a little while. I really appreciate you donating to me. So what did they name? They named Darkrit, so that's a good name, but at least I still have the Fluster. Another blue land would really help here so that I could ponder. What's the problem here? Surgical. That's also a good draw. Alright, so I just have to pass here. Let's pop out their graveyard. Was that in their hand before? It was. Okay. Unmask. Sure. So that's okay since I have two pieces of interaction. Frenzy. I don't want to give up my... What did they exile to unmask? Darkrit. I don't want to give up my Flusterstorm just yet. Or like I want to keep holding up the blue mana. So that was a draw at some point along here. I wonder if they're reaching the point where they can play Stronghold Gambit through the Flusterstorm. Yeah. Well. Wait a second. Their only other card. This is a trap, wasn't it? Was it a trap? I don't know. I guess it wasn't. They can just, yeah, probably just got boned here. Got boned by the fact that they actually drew their lands. Part of me wonders if this was just a bluff anyway. Like, they would have had to... Yeah. Yeah, they had the Grizzlebrand. Okay. They would have had to draw it because they didn't, like, cantrip at all, but it's been a few turns, so it wasn't that unreasonable. So we're in kind of an interesting spot now. They haven't hit me with any discard. If I can find... That wasn't good enough, unfortunately. But I'm not going to give up on this one just yet, even though I'm likely just dead. LED. Like, I'm sure I'm going to get hit with discard here. At least one discard spell. And they get to draw like 14 cards. So, like, it's hard to believe that I could win this match. But it's really, like, long shot, not impossible. I don't know. Even with Surgicals and Flusterstorms, I do think this can be a tough matchup. Like, they're not the kind of deck to just fold to, like, one hate spell. And since I wasn't able to develop my board at all while I was fucking around. Alright. This is probably just going to be the game here. Yeah, well... I'm going to see what they put it on. It's just going to be black, right? And I don't have any bounce spells, so I can't even Tendrils them. Maybe if I did Resolve Frenzy. Yeah, alright, that's it. Okay. Well, that's fine. Shit happens. We'll jump into another one. I'm glad there's actually people playing the queues today. Usually there's not. I guess this hand's keepable. Am I on the play? This is kind of the eternal debate of, like, do I lead off with Preordain or do I lead off with Duress? I think I'm probably going to go Badlands Duress. That way, like, if they are a Wasteland deck, I won't open up my one blue source to Wasteland. I suppose I could Tarn for my basic island to Preordain, but think there's probably more to be gained with the duress on turn 1. So we'll see what they're doing. Some kind of fucking pox deck. That's fun. Alright, so I'm definitely going to take the him. They can wasteland me. They don't actually have enough black mana sources to cast a lot of their black cards, which is interesting. But I'm going to just play out my LED right now. I suspect I'll get wastelanded here. But maybe not. This matchup should be good if I can resolve a Frenzy. Inquisition. Well, that's too bad, because that's probably going to take the vault. Ponder's a good draw, so I'm definitely, this is going to get the basic island, since I know that they've got Wasteland. I don't know if I want to top that or not. I think I do. I'm just trying to think of, like, what's going to happen. Probably they'll, if they have another black mana source, they'll play Act on Impulse. I mean, they'll Smallpox. Nope, just going for the Wasteland. Okay. So I'm not going to get Smallpox again until next turn. And this lets me have the Underground Sea that I can play. I suppose I could have waited to see if I might draw a fetch land off this Ponder, but oh, come on. I'm probably just going to Ponder here. There's a Frenzy, though. Huh. Alright, let me think here. I'm going to top that, and then I'm going to take this Thoughtseize, because now I can Thoughtseize the Smallpox, so that I won't lose my land. And then I'll just kind of hope they don't draw any more land disruption, and that I can get this Frenzy off, and then I should be in good shape in this matchup. So there's the factory. So no, still no second black source anyway. How do I want to do this? I think I actually want to, like, I'll draw some cards, okay? And I'll put back like that and play the Valk. And then I'll pass. So now if they draw another black mana source and they play the Liliana, I can discard the Ponder. And next turn I'll draw the second Valk and be able to cast Frenzy. And even though I suppose I could cast the Act on Impulse off the top, but I'm not sure that's actually going to be the best play. Maybe I should have pondered to draw the Act on Impulse and just discard that to the Liliana. But I don't know. The important part is resolving this Experimental Frenzy, because they don't have a good way to get rid of it. And at least I don't think so. And this makes me relatively immune to their discard, which is going to put me in real good shape. So I'm probably just supposed to cast this, right? I'm not sure. Interesting. So that's a lot of bad cards, but it's probably good to clear those cards off. So I'll just pass. I don't need the second Frenzy. So they get back another Spirit. They can start clocking me. The one concern would be if Liliana can ultimate, but that's still a couple turns away. So the only card that would really be an issue here would be like maybe Nether Void. But I'm not even sure if they're playing it. So they're going to boot up the factory and come in. Clock is what, like a 5 turn clock? at this rate. It's not super fast. I probably am going to win here. If I can hit some good draws with the Frenzy. Like that. Ooh, actually, that's shitty because I don't have another black mana source. Fuck. Fine. I guess I'm going to have to draw that. And then now the Lily is going to be up to up into Frenzy range. I mean, up into Ultimate range, which is annoying. It's nice that I don't have to click on that though, when it's my only card. So I really need some good hits off the Frenzy. That way, like, even if they ult and separate my pile into like the Frenzy and everything else, I could just keep everything else maybe. I don't know. We'll see. A Brainstorm would also be good here. Thoughtseize is not the best. I'm going to use it though because I need to clear it off my deck. Dark Ritual. Okay. Take the Deluge. Dark Rit. Come on. Ponder. Find me a Brainstorm or something. Limdual's Vault. That should be good enough. Okay. I haven't played a land yet this turn, right? Does that matter? I think I screwed that up a little bit, maybe. I meant to... Like, I can still vault because I have the mana for it, but I kind of meant to draw the... Okay, I'm not going to pay life. I don't need to pay life. Chosen cards on top of my library in any order. This is a kill. Good timing. Tendrils, LED, a couple more LEDs. I guess I can put the Doomsday there. So for new people, anybody who's like a new person who might be watching, you can make Infinite Storm with this deck with Frenzy and Doomsday. The way you do that is like this. You have enough mana to cast, like with just the 3 Lion's Eye Diamonds, it makes 9 mana, so you can cast Tendrils, and then you still have enough mana left over to cast Doomsday, which will let you put the Tendrils, your 3 Lion's Eye Diamonds, and the Doomsday from your graveyard back into your deck to do it all over again. And the Tendrils gains you the life, so you can keep cutting your life total in half with Doomsday. And it can do that through Athalia if you have, the starting mana. Obviously, you have to resolve Frenzy through Athalia, which is kind of an issue on its own. But, theoretically possible. So, cool shit. Alright, how do I board against this? There's an argument for Empty. I know that I saw Deluge and I saw Tabernacle, but they didn't see Empty in game 1. And there's no Burning Wishes or anything that could go get it, so there might not be anything. And Empty is a decent way to, like, snap off a few goblins quick and get there with it. I'm not taking out Frenzy. Definitely not taking out Frenzy. It's too good in this matchup. Doomsday is probably not so hot with all the discard. So, like, maybe I'm supposed to cut a couple Doomsdays. I could see maybe, like, cut two Doomsdays and the 2 Preordains or something, and try and get there with goblins, and then you still have the Doomsday backup plan for Frenzy. Alternatively, maybe I'm supposed to leave 1 Preordain in and cut a Limdual's Vault. Yeah, let's try that. I'm not sure what the correct play is here. Empty could be bad. Like, they could see this coming from a mile off, so. What does this hand do? I think this hand is probably just a little too fragile. I could be wrong. They kept 7. I don't know. I mean, I would definitely keep this hand in the blind in like a game 1. I'm just not sure if it's good enough in a game 2 situation. I'm going to try it. I was reading something today on the Legacy subreddit, Curse Scroll. Okay, so no discard right off the bat. That's good. That was like, when you're learning to play Legacy, like if you have any question about whether or not you should keep a hand, just keep it, because worst case scenario is you learn something. I'm not sure that necessarily holds true when something's on the line, but that was kind of my game plan there. Okay, so I'll take that, and I'm going to run out my LEDs so I don't lose them, and then I'll cross my fucking fingers. I don't even know what I would like them to take at this point with this hymn. I think I want the land. Okay, that wasn't so bad. I don't know. That's a good draw. I'm just going to leave that there for now. What else was in their hand? Just lands. 2 Urborgs and a swamp. I mean, obviously they kept that hand on the back of double hymn. What's this? Liliana? Fuck. Okay. I guess I'm discarding the Cabal Ritual. No, wait. I don't know if it's correct to brainstorm and step there. Act on impulse. Well, I'm just going to brainstorm now. I definitely think I want the land. I wonder if I'm supposed to like put back Act and the Ponder, or maybe because like I could cast Act on Impulse next turn if I wanted, assuming they don't destroy my lands, which I think they only have, would they discard an Urborg? I think they maybe have one more Urborg in hand, so like they'd have to draw a way to destroy my lands. I'm just trying to think if that's my best line. It probably is, because that might, if it finds an empty or a so I'm thinking maybe this is what I want to do. Hold the Ponder. And so this way I can discard the Tarn. I'll draw the next land, and then next turn I can Ponder into Act, and that'll be a little extra storm to potentially hit and empty the Warrens off the Act on Impulse. I think, oh, what do we got? Inquisition. That's a little annoying. That's the one, downside to this plan, obviously. So it just means that I'm waiting a turn to make that play. So I'm just going to play the land and pass. And then now the Liliana can tick up, which means that empty is going to be a little worse if it happens, because they could ult it and split the goblins. But although maybe they won't tick it up. No, they will tick it up, because they'll want to discard whatever card they have unless it's a good card. So we're just going to hope it's a good card. Urborg, so not a good card. So they're just going to tick up. Alright, so now I can draw Act on Impulse and just pray to all the gods. crack this fetch because I think it's the right thing to do here. Huh. So I could cast a Doomsday. But I just need to think if there's a way they could split up my cards with a Lily ult that would stop me from being able to kill next turn. So if I made a pile that was like LED, or sorry, not LED, like Bauble, Frenzy, LED, Doomsday, Tendrils. That is probably my best pile and my best bet. My concern is that they'll split up the deck so that, or they'll alt Lily and split my cards so that I had like the LED is in one pile and the lands and the petal are in the other. And then I'd have to, I guess I would only have to pass a turn in that case. I think I'm just going to make a pile and hope that it can get there. So I suppose, would I die to Forked Bolt? I don't think so. Alright, so we're going to do that pile. I think this is going to be okay. There might be a way they could split my pile, or split my cards with Lily that would fuck me up. But I think I just need to risk it. Just risk that they do it wrong. The worst pile would be like LED in one land and then the other lands in the petal, because that would just like stop me from being able to do anything. But I also don't think that I'm going to win this game if I don't like try to do something there. And I don't think goblins were going to be enough, because between Scroll and Lily on Ultimate, there's no way they would be able to get down enough. There's no way I'd be able to make enough goblins from there that would do anything. I mean, I guess I could have like, what? I could have cast Doomsday and LED from there, but come on. Put something else in the LED pile. Yeah, this is a nightmare scenario. I don't think I can actually win from here. If they keep this as the pile. Is this what they... No, I think they're still piling. Yeah. Ooh. Please do that. Please make it that. No. Come on, bitch. Fuck. Okay. Is there any way that I can come back from this? I don't think so. Yeah, I think I just concede. Alright, so they split the pile, right? Do I think that that is sideboarding is correct? Probably. It's probably fine. I could bring in Flusterstorms as a hedge against him, but that's really the only relevant card that they hit. So I think I'm just going to submit. Yes, I would like to play first. I guess I keep this. This can make Frenzy on turn 2 if they don't interrupt my lands or hit me with discard. So this is probably going to be my best bet. So I'll just Duress on turn 1. Hope they don't have anything that can interrupt my mana, like those Wastelands. Yeah, this is a problem. So I'm taking Thoughtseize because Inquisition doesn't hit either of my business spells. But obviously, I'm still not in a great spot because like Inquisition can hit my Dark Writ or my Ponder. I suppose it's possible they're going to take the Dark Writ. If I drew another one or a Lotus Petal and then could like Ponder into another Dark Writ, I could still make the Frenzy on turn 1. Or I mean turn 2. But this is a tight spot. So they took the Ponder. That's interesting. That seems really wrong. Like, I know they still have the Surgical, but that still seems very wrong. Another Frenzy. Like, I guess they can Surgical my Dark Writs or something, but this, like, just resolving Frenzy seems so good in this matchup. Yep, Inquisition still doesn't do anything. Also, I can't even play the cards from my hand. So, like, you have your Wastelands, you could Wasteland me. I don't know. Feels like the damage is already done. It might take me a few turns to, like, actually get there. And Surgical could be annoying if I can't find some discard before I have to try to do something, but I don't know. I'm feeling okay. Like just resolving Frenzy seems so good in this matchup. I don't think they made the correct choice with that first Inquisition. I think it's very wrong. I wonder if they're thinking about surgically me now. I honestly would like that, I think. Well, I guess, I don't know. They did. They just surgical the Underground Sea. So there's only one of those left in the deck, so they're only going to get one card out of this. I don't know what my opponent's doing, but I don't think they're very good at Magic. Arguably, I'm not either. I'm the person who selected a deck with 4 Doomsdays and 4 Experimental Frenzies in it. So, you know. I think this is probably going to be my last match, though. I have to pee really bad. And I have a wife who probably wants to spend some time with me. So. And also, she just texted me about wrapping up in a half hour or so. So, hopefully, we need to go to dinner. Where are we going to dinner? There's a Doomsday on top of my deck. That's a little annoying. I wish that wasn't on top of my deck. Because I'm going to draw it now. Duress. So, we'll cast that. Preordain that I can't cast. More Inquisitions. So, I mean, they're not really doing much. This Inquisition can take the Doomsday. I basically just need to hit some more lands. That was their last Wasteland, right? I think. Hit some more lands so I can start doing stuff. It's probably going to take me a couple turns, but hopefully I can just win here in a few. They're Inquisitioning themselves? Is that what happened? Oh, they wanted a Nether Spirit for a clock. Interesting. Okay. Volk, sure. Brainstorm, even better. Give me something good here. Dark Writ. Ooh-wee! But I can't get everything back into my deck, which is annoying. So, I want to be able to cast that Limdul's Vault. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put Limdul's Vault back and Lotus Petal back. I'm going to cast the Lotus Petal, and then in my upkeep I can cast Vault. And hopefully that can win me the game. So that was like almost a really good set of draws. The problem was that I couldn't put 3 cards back in my deck, but hopefully this is going to be good enough. And if it's not, at least it'll likely set me up in a better position. LED Frenzy. Well, that's not good enough, but the LEDs are pretty good. I suppose I could shuffle cards away with the Bloodstained Mire. I wonder if it's correct to just do that. So, like, I can draw the Frenzy. It might be correct. Like, even though, just to, like, get more mana and stuff to do, you know? Thoughtseize, Mire, LED Frenzy. So I'll draw the Frenzy for turn. And then I can play LED, play the Mire, which I think I want to just shuffle, although maybe I shouldn't use the shuffle just yet. We'll crack this for black. I'm just going to go for it here. Another freaking Frenzy. Alright, so now I'm going to use the shuffle. And I guess I'm going to get the Valk. Another Thoughtseize. Petal is a good one. Done. Play the Petal. Play Cabalrit. Ponder. Okay. I think I'm going to crack this for blue. Ponder. Shit. That's not good. I wonder if it's better to shuffle off Ponder or to brainstorm into 2 new cards but have the potential of... it probably is better to do the brainstorm, right? So I'll go Delta, brainstorm, Delta. I'll draw the Delta, and now I can brainstorm 2 empties. Well, I can only cast 1, but that's alright. I guess I'll hold on to 1. Put back a Delta and an empty, and then as long as they don't draw a board wipe next turn, this empty will get there. Oh shit, the new Modern Spores are out? I wanted to look at that. Maybe if this match finishes up quick, I can pop it up on stream. So fingers crossed, no board wipes. I mean, even if there is a board wipe, I still have Frenzy. Alright, we got there. How many... I'm like close... No, I guess I'm not. If I do well enough in these league, I mean, this queues, I could almost get enough play points to play a league. Alrighty, let me see. I'm going to do this over here in case there's anything weird in my history. Let's see if we can find the new spoilers here, and I'll pop it up on stream. Alright, so I'm just looking on the modern Reddit here. All modern legal cards that bypass standard has new cards, new to modern cards, meaning earlier than 8th edition, come out on June 14th. Draft format, not sealed. Buy box promo, blah blah blah, a bunch of stuff I don't care about. Not on Arena, don't care about Arena anyway. 254 cards is a lot. So this is something that I thought was interesting. The set code for this is MH1, which means that MH2 might happen. Like, I couldn't imagine a situation where they made a set that bypassed standard and wasn't like a repeat thing. You know, they're gonna do more of it at some point. Some cards are a couple cards that got revealed. Cabal Therapist, 1/1 Minister B. At the beginning of pre-combat main, you can sack a creature to Cabal Therapy somebody. That seems good. Obviously not, maybe not quite as good for me, but like if you have a constant stream of creatures, that you fact that you can just keep doing that, and it seems gross. I don't like that very much. Don't like that very much. And a Planeswalker. Sarah the Benevolent. Interesting that we're finally getting a Sarah Planeswalker. +2 creatures you control with flying. Get +1/+1. -3 make a Sarah Angel token. -6 is a worship engine and starts at 4 loyalty. That's not such a bad creature. I mean, Planeswalker. I don't know. It's awful. The creature has to live for a turn. I mean, the Cabal Therapist has to live for a turn. I don't know. It seems like it has the potential to like really, really rip my hands apart. But I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Yeah. Uh, maybe. Well, that's cool. I mean, I was really hoping that it was going to be a modern legal set that would bypass standards, so I'm glad that's what it turned out to be. I noticed some more people followed me today. That's really cool. Thanks for that. I got to get going, but I really appreciate people tuning in to watch. This is the most viewers I've had by a long shot. Shout out again to White Faces, even though I know they left. Thanks for the tickets so I can play a league with the deck. That's really cool. Um, and yeah, fucking deck seems really sweet. Join the Doomsday Discord if you want to know more, or just screen cap this so you can see the list. And thanks for watching. It's cool shit. Probably be on next week, and this video will be up on YouTube later tonight. So, bye.